Hey my friend, this is Darnell Clarke, your industry leader in this career game. Hey, that answer man, your career coach. Hey, today's topic is how do you excel at a brand new job? So let me give you 4 ways to excel. But stay to the end. I got something that is going to help you get more jobs than you can shake a stick at. Right? The first part of it is a document, your resume. Right? Stay to the end. I got something. It's a free document you would truly love. So now, how do you excel at a new job? 4 ways to excel at a new job. Number 1, you must first understand the culture of the organization. You cannot buck the culture. You can't change it. You got to either engage it or leave. Yeah, I recognized that early in my career. When I first started working in these major, large organizations, I've only worked with large companies. IBM, Ernst & Young, GE, Coca-Cola. And one thing I've learned quickly, that you have to engage the culture. And if you don't like the culture, you're going to have to probably leave. Now, to engage a culture, you must know it. See, when I was with IBM's corporate culture was professional. It was professional. They didn't swear. They didn't cuss at you. They didn't throw you under the bus. It wasn't dog eat dog. It was all around helping each other, big blue IBMers, to be successful. When you see one IBMer, you see them all. And when you go to the marketplace, they always want you to have the IBM mantra in mind, not your own personal interest. That was IBM. Years later, I got an opportunity to work for GE. Whew. GE culture was 100% different. They cuss at you, they swear at you. I don't care if you're an individual contributor, manager, senior manager, general manager, vice president, all of them cussed. I can't believe it how they used to cuss at people. Not just men, but women too. To be on conference calls and just start swearing up, not the soft cuss words either, the hard F-bombs and everything. I hated it. It was so disrespectful, man. It was dog eat dog. Everybody was trying to step on each other to get to the next level. I hated that culture. I couldn't bulk it. I couldn't. I had to identify how I can be successful in there. So first thing you need to do is understand the culture and engage it. And then you need to get to know your boss. It is your boss that's going to tell you either you're successful or you're not successful. Get to know your boss extremely well. The first thing you do when you go and get a new job, that very first week, you go into your boss and you ask your boss for his or her expectations, and you capture it and you write it down. Then you take those expectations and craft a 90-day action plan. That's right. That's what I used to always do. I crafted a 90-day action plans. You need to know how you're going to be successful. The first thing I do, I say, what is your expectations? I capture it, and then I tell him or her, every 30 days, I'm going to come to you with my 30-day action plan to find out one thing. Did I do it or did I not do it? Is it yes or no? I don't want a lot of information, yes or no. If it's yes, the meeting is over right then. If it's no, I find out what I didn't do. I craft it up. I put it in the next 30 days. Now at the end of 60 days, I come back in there and you ask the same question. Here's what I was supposed to do. Here's what I actually got done. Did it meet your expectations? Yes or no? If they say yes, roll up out of there. If they say no, find out what it is and take it in for the next 30 days. Now you're going to be there at the end of the 90 days. So now you're there 90 days. You go back in there. Hey, this is what I have been doing for the last 90 days. Is it meeting your expectations? Yes or no? That's how you start the ability to have a great job, working relationship with your boss, and start excelling at your job. Because no matter what you think, if you are not doing a good job with your boss, you're never going to be successful. It is what your boss thinks of you that makes the big difference. So number 1, strategy, ways to excel at a new job, get to know your boss, find out their expectation, track it. Whatever you measure and track gets done. You track it every week. You find out here's what you're supposed to be doing for the week. If you are doing it, you check it off. So when you go talk to them at the end of the 30 days, here's all the things I've done. I checked it off, right? That's how you do it. Number 2 way of being successful at a new job. Learn how to perform your job well. Read everything there is to know about your job and your industry. I cannot tell you how many people here in America don't like to read. You don't, right? 85% of everybody who graduates from high school and college never picks up a nonfiction book and read it. That's only 15% of the marketplace reading the books. Reading is successful is a measure of success in your career. Reading is fundamental to your success. A person who does not read is no different than a person who cannot read. You need to read everything there is to know about your career. And if you do, I promise you, you will outstep and outpace everybody around you. Here's another problem that you will have to handle. Companies do not have training budgets anymore. See, when I graduated from college and start going to these employers, the first thing they used to do is train me. Before I even start working, they used to send me to a training, 1 to 2 week of training. When I went to IBM and these companies, the first thing they did, man, they trained me. Not anymore. They don't have budgets to train. Now what you hear is on-the-job training. I want somebody to come with experience so you can hit the ground running. You hear that all the time. People don't, and companies don't have training budgets. It's not in the budget. So you must get the training and read books on your own. So let me give you a recommendation. Spend 1% of your gross earnings on personal development and your own personal training. Do not wait for companies to train you. Millennials are having issues with that they are not getting trained. Yes, rightfully so. They're not getting trained because the marketplace has changed and the companies don't have budgets to train. You have to train yourself. You have to read all the books. Spend 1%. So if your salary is $50,000, then you spend $500 in personal development. That's what I did. When I first came out of college, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anyone, and I didn't know anything. And so what I started doing was reading books. I started taking 1% of my gross earnings and start buying books. I started going to professional development workshops and seminars. I started reading everything I need to know about my profession. And it took me to the mountaintop. If you go into my library, in my office, I have got over 1,000 books and CDs and MP3s and programs and even cassettes because I was doing it so long ago. 1,000 of them, right? And that's what I do. When I don't know anything, I can start reading and start purchasing programs. So take 1% of your gross earnings and start doing your personal training. And also work hard. Work hard to be the best at your job. You hear this stuff all the time, on Fridays, hey, see you on Monday, but hey, don't work too hard, right? Working hard, they always say, don't work harder, work smarter. That's all nonsense. Working harder is working smarter. If you want to outpace in everybody, you freaking outwork people. That's what my wife used to do, still do. She has the best working ability to work like I never seen before. She got a high work ethic. She will outwork me underneath the floor, man. Golly, she just flat out outworking. She graduated from high school, the #1 person in her high school, magna cum laude. 4.0 student. And she's smart. I'm like, you ain't that smart. How you get a 4.0 student? She said, because I flat out outwork people. People study 1 or 2 hours. I study 3 or 4 hours. When she went to college, she got a computer science degree, just like myself. And she said she just flat out outwork people. And when she got working for IBM, she only had one job. And she's been working for IBM for the past 30 some odd years, and she flat out outworked people, and because of that, she get promotion after promotion after promotion. If you want to be successful at a new job, just flat out outwork everyone. Number 3, stop and don't multitask. I know it's going against all conventional wisdom. You know, I could do multiple things. No, you can't. When you multitask, you taking your focus off. Our brain can only focus on one thing at a time. Oh, you don't believe me, huh? Get behind somebody driving and they don't have a focus on driving. Right? Get behind somebody in your car that is driving and they take their focus off of driving. They're messing with their phone. They're messing with their radio. They're on either on a call or they're talking to somebody in the car and their focus is not on driving. And see what happens. They start swerving. They start driving all slow. It would irritate you to no end to be behind somebody that is not focused. Right? Focus, concentration wins the game. I know people are saying you could do multiple things. Yes, you can do multiple things, but you cannot do multiple focus things. Focus on one thing at a time, and then when that's over, you go to the next one. See, when you multitask, it reduces the ability to perform at a high level. See, when you're doing two things, when you're taking your focus off of a project A, task A, and you go to task B, whatever you was doing on task A, it stops. It stops right there until you go to task B, and then you start working on task B. Task A stops. And then when you stop on task B and go back to A, task B stops and then starts going. And then you start doing this, right? No. It is a well-known fact that if you stay on one task and finish it, you will do it faster and you will drive more productivity than anybody else around. So stop multitasking. It lowers your productivity. Also, when you continue to multitask in your job, it will wear you out. You won't have the ability to recover and to recharge your battery when you're doing all this multitasking, when you get to work and you just rocking and rolling. Now, yes, it makes the day go faster for sure. But it will not give you the ability to recharge your battery because you're doing all this at a time. So stop doing multitasking. Serial, one thing at a time. Finish that, get it done, get to another one. And then lastly, number 4, I need you to keep drinking from the fire hose. When you go to a new job, it's like, man, they got so much information, so much data, so much thing coming at you so hard. It's like somebody opened up a fire hose and hitting you in your face. I need you to keep drinking from it. I know it's difficult. I know just all that data and all that information, all what you're supposed to be doing, it's too fast. I know it. I need you not to step away. I need you to continue to do it. See, when you work at a new job, it's broken in 6 months in intervals. The first 6 months, you drinking from the fire hose, is so much data coming at you, you don't know what to do. After that first 6 months to the second 6 months, which at the end of that first year, that drinking, that fire hose turns into a garden hose. At the end of that 6 months, it's still going full tilt, but you're starting to consume that information. You're starting to understand what you're supposed to do. That fire hose is now turned into a drinking. The fire hose is turned into a garden hose. It's still coming at you. I need you to continue to drink from it. I know it's filling up your mouth, it's coming out of your ears, but you have gotten used to it now. Now from year 1 to 18 months, now everything has slowed down. That fire hose has turned into a garden hose, and now that last 6 months to get you to the end of the 18th month, that garden hose has turned into a drinking fountain where you turn it on and off at will. That's how you do it. So continue to drink from that fire hose no matter what. So there you go, my friend. So let me recap. To have an extraordinary, remarkable, amazing career when you go to another job. Hey, step number 1, you must get to know the environment and the culture and your boss. Step 2, you must learn everything you need to know about your job. To thy own self be true. You must get the training on your own. Number 4, stop and don't multitask. You can't perform at a high level doing multiple things at the same time. Our brains are only created to do one thing, to focus on one thing at a time. And lastly, continue to drink from the fire hose. It will get better. Now, I told you in the beginning, I got something that's going to help you get more jobs. I created the perfect resume checklist. It's a free downloadable. It will help you craft your resume to get it out there, to get it past the applicant tracking system. Hey, have you ever submitted resumes and you haven't heard anything back from it? That's because the resume that you submitted was scanned in and went through the applicant tracking system, and the applicant tracking system deemed your resume not a fit for the actual job announcement and deleted it. That's what it does now. You must craft your resume to get it past the applicant tracking system and HR to a hiring authority. The applicant tracking system and HR is created to do one thing: to eliminate as many job resumes as possible. I broke the code. I understood the algorithm for the applicant tracking system, the ATS, and I have crafted this perfect resume checklist. Go below or above, depends on where you're seeing this video, and click on the link and get your copy right now. You will love it. I promise you, my friend. So if you like this video, click on the like button. I truly love when you click on the like button. Share this with 3 or 4 friends that just started a new job. And as always, go to the comment field. Go to the comment field and give me your comments. Give me questions. There is no question that you can ask me that I won't know. I know everything, because that's why I'm Darnell Clarke, the answer man. I do that because my cousin likes to say, I'm the answer man. So go and give me any question and I will answer. Also, I am taking requests for anybody who wants new topics for my YouTube videos. If I haven't talked about it before, because I got a ton of YouTube videos, if I haven't talked about it, tell me a topic you want me to talk about and I will bring before you, because every video you see now for the rest of the year will be from people who told me that's what they want to see, just like this one. So in the comment field, tell me what you want to see, and as always, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So there you go, my friend. That's how you excel at a new job. I gave you the 4 ways. Now, there's one thing I know for sure, my friend. Whatever you want in life, you got to go get it. Now go get that new job. I'll see you in the next video. Later.